me now, Gianni? Yeah, there we go. Okay, sorry about that. Hang on. Tristan, question. What's a carnivore? Okay, what is shh? What is a carnivore? A what?
A meat eater.
Okay. Carnivores are flesh eaters or meat eaters. Okay. Give me an example of a carnivore, Tony.
Huh?
Give me an example of a carnivore.
I'm trying to look for the big one. Me.
Ariel.
A bear.
What?
A
A hyena. Adam?
Us.
Man's a carnivore. Tony?
A bear.
A bear is one, but bear is also a herbivore.
A tiger.
Okay.
Arr.
Adam, did I call on you?
No.
Then why am I hearing your voice? Emma?
Tyrannosaurus rex and a tiger.
You sure that they were man-eaters?
I got one.
Okay. How about, what was the second one?
Tiger.
Okay. Tristan? Okay. Cam?
Cheetah.
Okay. Cheetahs? Okay.
And an elephant.
Here's some examples though.
A walrus.
Walruses, or bears, raccoons, weasels, excuse me. Skunks are. Walruses, badgers, seals, hyenas. Okay. They're all meat eaters. Okay. Here's what gives them that ability to eat and chew food. Okay. And it's called their incisors. These are their front teeth. And if you've ever watched a dog or a wild animal, that is a carnivore. Did you raise your hand? That when they get a piece of meat, what do they do? What does the hyena do? Let's take that one for an example. Okay? What does the hyena do when, well, what's it doing right now? Cam?
They kill it at that,
Well,
like,
they kill it, yes.
at that, like, they torture it and, like, tear it up.
What, are we supposed to be talking? Do you have permission? Then don't. What does, after it's dead, okay, what is it doing with that hide, with that meat? Landon?
Eating it.
It's eating it, but how is it eating it? Tristan? It's ripping it off, okay? So it's taking those teeth, okay, and it's crunching it, it's biting into it, and then it's ripping it off, okay? That's what dogs usually do when they have some meat on a bone or something, and they're grabbing it with their incisors. Their incisors are up front here, okay? Now, it also has the canines, okay? The canines are those long teeth, okay? The canines help to grab the meat, okay? So it's these long ones, like on this lion, it's these ones. Here's the incisors, okay? So it bites it in, but then now those incisors help tear it up. They snip it out, okay? Or snip on the meat. So the fangs is another term for those canines. They stab the meat so that the meat can't get away. Okay? If it's a wild animal, or if it's a prey, it's digging those canines into the flesh so that animal can't get away, and then eventually it's going to kill that animal. Okay? Cam?
Wait, canines, right?
Canines are the long fangs, yes.
Police use that for dogs?
Police dogs, yeah.
Yeah, canines?
Well, that's the name of dogs. Okay?
Is it that right there?
They are called canines because of these teeth. Yes.
So they have like sharp teeth like that?
Yes. Okay?
They can kill someone.
Maybe not quite as sharp as what a lion's is, but they have the canine teeth. Yes. Okay? Tony.
Smash his ear.
Shh.
Does he compare it to like a vampire?
Blah, blah, blah.
Ahem. Basically, yes. But vampires aren't true. So therefore, but in your thinking right now, yes. In your question, yes.
Transylvania?
That's what I just said. Okay.
Hotel?
You want to keep going? Okay. You want to keep going because it's going to get you in trouble. Okay? Because now you're just goofing off with your question. Okay?
Have you seen
Vampires are not true, but based upon what we know about vampires, the teeth, the fangs that they come up with, the canines, that's based upon your question. Cam, that's one. Okay? You don't need to keep saying something to get my attention. Okay? That is what we're talking about. Yes, those teeth. Okay? Okay, so let's go back a little bit. The incisors are used for the snipping and the biting. Okay? The canines are used for the stabbing and the tearing. And then the third set of teeth are the premolars, the ones in the back that are used for crushing. Okay? Now, Adam said that humans are carnivores. That's true. And we use our teeth in this same way. Okay? We take our incisors, which is our front teeth. We bite something with it. The canines, the next one, we call them the eye teeth. We use that to stab and to also help tear. Like if we're eating a piece of, eating some ribs or something, tearing that meat off, okay? We bite it with our incisors, but then our eye teeth help us to tear that meat apart. Gavin, I'm not sure what you're looking at, but put it away, please. And then, once we get that meat taken off, and once the animals get that meat taken off, the bone or whatever, the hide, then they get it in the mouth, and those molars in the back help to crush it to get it down into smaller quantities that we can swallow better. Wild animals, they have a tendency to swallow food whole, okay? But we as humans should always chew our food because it helps with our digestion better. Olive.
Can you go back one?
Yep. Emma?
I know what the fifth question is.
I'm not there yet.
Well, I haven't too.
Okay, good. Okay, so the premolars are the ones used for crushing. Okay. Number 6, Emma, what is it? Teeth used for crushing and grinding.
Molars.
Okay, the molars. Okay. The premolars. Okay. So you got your incisors, you got your canines, the long ones, you got your premolars, which are right basically in the middle of the mouth, and then back here you got your big molars. They also help with the crushing and the grinding of the food. Landon.
Can you go back to number 4?
Okay. Okay, so let's take these a little bit individually here. The canines. These are the dog of the ark. These are the dogs, canines, and as Cam was willing to point out a little bit earlier, too soon, but dogs are what we call canines. And they're called canines basically because of the canine teeth that they have. Okay? Whether it's a dog, whether it's a domestic dog, or whether it's a wild dog, they're both considered canines. Okay? A domestic dog is one that we have here in the United States as pets. We also have wild dogs too, but you find the wild dogs more in Africa or some country like that. Okay? But they are all called canines. Okay? And yes, the police do use those. They include dogs like this, and this is only a sample of them. We could have 3-4 pages of names of dogs in your books, but we just take a few of them. So you got your poodles, you got your cocker spaniels, the Irish setters, the collies, and the Great Danes. Okay, just to name a few of those type of domestic dogs. Okay. On the other hand, your wild dogs include your wolves, your coyotes, your jackals, and your dingoes. Dingoes are down in Australia. Okay. But all of those, even though we don't necessarily think about them as dogs, as canines, but they are. Landon? Coyotes and what? Shh. Coyotes and wolves? No. They're really close though. A coyote is a lot thinner and longer than a wolf is. Okay? It has a little bit more of a narrower head. Okay? But they are very close to each other, yes. Very close. Okay? So how many dogs did Noah take on the ark? And the answer there is 2. One pair of dogs. Don't ask me what that pair was or what kind of dog it was. Okay? It didn't take 2 Chihuahuas. It didn't take 2 Great Danes. He didn't take 2 poodles. He didn't take 2 wolves. He didn't take 2 jackals. He took 2 dogs. Period. And after they came off the ark, then through the process of them breeding, them having pups, and then the pups had pups, and through the whole process, man stepped in and started breeding the dogs to get a special type of animal, and that's how we started branching off into the various species of dogs that we have all today. Tristan?
So do you think if you take blood samples from a dog, you could see what kind of dog it was breeded from?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, be just like, yeah. So they take dogs and they breed them, which means they're mating a certain type of dog with another certain type to get another special type. Okay, and that's how they came up with all the poodles. And then in the poodle realm, there's various types of poodles, and the hounds, and so the hounds, you have the bassets, you have the beagles, you have the hunting dogs, the hounds, the real hounds, the true hounds. So they take each one of those and they breed them to get a special type of animal, and that's what happened after the ark landed, because there was only 2 dogs on the ark. So to get all that we have today, they had to be bred somehow, sometime, or they had to mix mate somehow, sometime. Okay. So this is what we're talking about, breeding. Breeding is, the purpose of breeding is to obtain a certain similar characteristic. It was up there for how long, Tony? Okay.
Never mind. I got it.
To obtain a certain similar characteristic. Sometimes, just a minute, sometimes they breed them to get a special color of dog. The beagles are bred in a lot of ways that way to get a special coat on them, okay? Special design. And then if you have a if you mix one special kind with another special kind, okay, you come up with, anybody know what it's called? Ariel, you went up first. Nope. Yes. Josiah? Well, you do, but yes, sir. Nope. You come up with a purebred.
Purebred.
Okay? A purebred is an animal whose mother and father are of the same breed. Okay? And so that's why they call them a purebred, because they are being bred of the same kind of dogs. Okay? A mutt is a dog that was bred from a poodle and a cocker spaniel, let's say. Okay? So it comes out as a mutt type thing. If you had a poodle and a poodle, then you'd get a purebred. If you had a cocker spaniel and a cocker spaniel, you'd get a purebred. But from one species to another species, you come up with what they call a mutt type of dog. Emma?
I kind of didn't get A.
What?
I wasn't able to write enough A because I.
2. There is no A.
No, for breeding.
Yeah, there's like 2 answers for that.
Oh, Indians and dogs is called. Mr. Brown?
What is he?
Why are we talking without getting permission to talk?
Hold on.
I'm not sure where that went. I mean, I probably didn't put it on there. Okay, so number 3A, breeding, right? Is that what you're asking?
No, the producing of young dogs is
I know, that's 3A.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
What is that?
The producing of, let me finish, okay? Let me tell you.
Sorry.
Number 3, breeding. Get your pencils ready and get this written down. The producing of young in the dogs is called breeding.
How do you spell that? It's already on your page.
Right there.
B-R-E.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Brown.
I just left off letter A. Okay. Gianni, we're going to have to pick this up tomorrow. So that's going to conclude today's lesson. So hopefully you get it. There's actually no homework tonight because that we haven't finished this lesson. So same time, same channel, same station. Tune in tomorrow for another episode. See you later, Gianni.